Hi everybody! In today's video, you are going to be rereading our story from yesterday, and we are also going to be reading our decodable and completing an activity in our reader's notebook. I hope you have enjoyed learning about seasons this week and the animals and how they are affected by the seasons. Let's get started. Spring.
So we can see in our story,
It is spring. Young animals run and play.
It told us that
Bird nests are full of eggs. Soon the eggs will hatch. Spring brings rain. Grass turns green and grows tall. Buds grow on trees and plants. Spring also brings rain puddles. Flower buds get wet. Rain helps the new plants grow. It is summer. Buds open and flowers bloom in the bright sun. Insects buzz here and there. Now there are chicks in the bird nest. Their mother will teach them how to fly. It can get very hot in the summer. Many animals live near the pond. Ducks swim in the pond. Fox pups cool off in the shade. Fall. It is fall. Leaves fall down. Animals get ready for winter. Some animals eat as much as they can. They need to store fat because food is scarce in the winter. Squirrels and chipmunks gather nuts so they will have enough food for the winter. It is winter. Winter can be very cold and wet. Bears hibernate in the winter. That means that they sleep. Many other animals hibernate in the winter. They curl up in dens to keep safe from the cold and wet. Like all the seasons, the winter will pass. The animals know that spring will come once again.
Let's read our decodable, Trish's Gift. Now this week we have been working with words with SH, WH, and also PH. So as we're reading through our story, be looking for words that have SH, WH, or PH. Listen to the sounds that these letters make together if you see them in a word. So let's get started. Trish's Gift. When Trish was 10, Gramps sent a gift. Trish and Mom opened it. It was a new desk. We see that our title and also our character's name is Trish. Trish. In this name, we see that there is an SH at the end of the name. We hear Trish. The SH makes the sh sound. It says that Trish got a gift. What was her gift? Trish got a desk from her Gramps, or also called a grandpa. Dad, said Trish, Gramps sent this desk with brass trim, but I can't sit at it. Let's see that desk with brass trim, said Dad. I see a contraction on this page. We talked about contractions this week, where we added S or NT to a word. Do you see the contraction on this page? The word let's is a contraction for the words let us. Let's is let us combined. Back when I was just 10, said Dad, I had a bench with brass trim on it. I got big, but that bench with brass trim didn't grow big. Where is that bench? Asked Trish. So Trish got a desk with brass trim on it, and now her dad is telling Trish that he used to have a bench with brass trim. That's interesting that they both have had something with brass trim. Gramps put that bench in his shed, said Dad. Is that the shed Gramps had? Asked Trish. Yes, it's his shed, said Dad. Dad and Trish ran fast. So we see that Trish has the SH, like we talked about earlier. Do you see another word on this page that has SH in it? Trish and Dad are going to the shed. Shed. The word shed begins with SH. There is also another contraction on this page. Do you see the contraction? The word its towards the bottom of the page. Its is the contraction for it is. Its. Trish and Dad hunted and hunted. Then Dad lifted up a big green cloth. That's it, yelled Trish. Did Gramps know that we had this bench with brass trim? Asked Trish. We can ask him, said Dad. Let's call Gramps and ask. To end our lesson, let's use our Reader's Notebook, page 182. So I'm going to circle that page number at the bottom of the screen, page 182. This week, again, we are talking about words with SH, WH, and PH. And our directions tell us to circle the word that finishes the sentence. Then write the word on the line. So we've done activities like this before. So we have 5 questions and we have 2 answer choices for each question. So I will read the sentence to you and then I want you to circle the word and then write it in the blank that best completes the sentence. So let's look at number 1. It says, I had a pet dog. We have 2 word choices here. We have wish and which. Would we say, I wish I had a pet dog, or I which I had a pet dog? So you'll circle the word that goes in the blank, then write the word in the blank. So which word goes in the blank? I wish I had a pet dog, or I which I had a pet dog. Circle the word and then write the word in the blank. And if you need to pause the video at any time, you can go ahead and pause it. Let's move to number 2. And again, if you need to pause it, you can go ahead and do that. Number 2, the sentence says, the blank was in the water. We have two choices. We have pin, ship. What word would fit best to complete the sentence? The pin was in the water, or the ship was in the water? Circle the word that you think best completes the sentence, then write the word in the blank. So would you say the pin was in the water, or the ship was in the water? Circle the word, then write it in the blank for number 2. Number 3 says, do you know blank she is? Our two choices are where and her. Would you say, do you know where she is? Or do you know her she is? Circle the word that you think fits best in the sentence, then write it in the blank for number 3. Do you know where she is? Or do you know her she is? Number 4 says, blank will the shop open? Our choices are then and when. Would we say, then will the shop open? Or when will the shop open? We want to choose the answer choice that would fit best. So would we say, then will the shop open? Or when will the shop open? Circle the word, then write it in the blank. And number 5 says, Dan will draw a math blank. Our choices are tan and graph. Would you say, Dan will draw a math tan, or Dan will draw a math graph? Circle the word, then write it in the blank. If you have finished filling in all of your answer choices, let's go over them. If you are still needing to write, you can go ahead and pause the video. On number 1, the word we should have circled and put in the blank would be wish. I wish I had a pet dog. So we would put the word wish in the blank for number 1. I wish I had a pet dog. Sorry, it's a little messy. I know it's hard for me to write with this tool on the computer. On number 2, we would have said the ship was in the water. So we would have circled the word ship and write it in the blank. How are you doing so far? Are you doing good? All right. Let's move to number 3. On number 3, we would have said, do you know where she is? We would have put the word where in the blank for number 3. Do you know where she is? So the word where. On number 4, in the blank we would have put when. On number 4, we wanted to choose the word that would best complete the sentence. Saying, when will the shop open, would have completed the sentence best. So we're going to do a capital W because it is at the beginning of this question. So we would say, when will the shop open? And our last one on number 5, Dan will draw a math graph. I know when we've talked about this word graph this week, that's always what Mrs. Collier thinks of. I think of a graph like in math, like a math problem. The word graph. So now that we've gone over our answers, let's go back and see what words had SH, WH, and PH. On number 1, the word wish had SH. What about number 2, the word ship? Did it have SH, WH, or PH? Oh, another SH, this time at the beginning. What about number 3, the word where? That has a WH. And on number 4, the word when. Oh, look at that, has a WH again, both at the beginning. And last but not least, on number 5, the word graph. Does it have WH, SH, or PH? The word graph has PH at the end. Awesome job, you guys. We have reread our story, we have read our decodable, and finished our worksheet. So we are all done with our reading video for today. If you have any questions, please let me know. See you later.